Natalie.
Hi, Donna Ray.
So I'm Donna Ray. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm Donna Ray from Flannel Jammy's Farm.
And I'm Natalie from Home Sweet Home Handmade in the UK. And sorry about the lighting because it's in the afternoon here.
And obviously it's morning here on the east coast of the US. So
I'm on the east coast of England.
Wow. A world away.
I know. So today it's a special video to celebrate World Cross Stitch Day. So I kindly asked Donna Ray if we could do a little video together, and she kindly said yes. So
I was excited to say yes.
Back. So
yes, I've been away for quite some time. We bought a house 2 hours away from our little house in Virginia Beach. So we're living in Richmond now. And then we sold our house in Virginia Beach, and we've been traveling and we've had visitors, and I went to the New Jersey FlossTube retreat. So it's been just busy here, and but here I am. So thank you, Natalie.
And I know lots of people have missed seeing you and on Instagram.
I'm sure not.
Yes, definitely. I watch all your old ones all the time.
Oh, aren't you silly? Oh my God.
I was stitching the other night, and I said to my hubby, I said, oh, I want to see Donna Ray. So I was like flicking through all your videos.
Oh my goodness. You are a good friend, Natalie.
So when did you start stitching then, Donna Ray?
I think I was in high school. Oh my goodness. Scarlett has joined the video. Scarlett, we have nice men here who are installing, I'm so sorry, 2 more trees. So, hold please. Scarlett, come lay down. So sorry about that.
That's all right.
Started in high
sleeping downstairs, so fingers crossed she doesn't come up.
Scarlett probably woke Betsy. But I started in high school, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, and it was the 80s, and everything was very country or extremely cutesy, and there was a ton of backstitch, and things are very different. I took a big break. My husband was in the military, and we, were stationed all over the world, and I took a big break and did other crafting things, and came back to cross stitch. Oh, I guess it was probably 2014, 13, something like that. And everything had changed, of course. There were all these beautiful fabrics and linens and printed fabrics and colors, and the threads were all different and overdyed and metallics and choices, and fell in love all over again. So
yeah, so I was trying to think when it was. I know who it was that taught me. It was my really good friend Wendy, who I did my nurse training with, who lives over in Northern Ireland. So hello, Wendy. She taught me, and I think it must have been, I don't know really, early 2000s must have been. And I sort of did a bit and then didn't do much, and then I taught my sister to cross stitch, and I remember I taught her in 2000. So it must have been, Wendy must have taught me the end of the 90s, and then I really got into cross stitch again after discovering FlossTube. Well, over here we don't have many cross stitch shops, but I didn't realize there was such things as Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Art Thread. I'd never heard of it before, and it was like addictive to start watching it, and all these different charts, and you didn't have to just stitch on, because I'm an Ada stitcher, so you didn't have to just stitch on white or vintage white. You could have hand dye, and it just amazed me how the sort of industry has progressed, and it's becoming really popular over here as well now.
Yes.
It just I just love it, and I think I particularly got where I was stitching most days, I think sort of just before the pandemic. And then the pandemic, that's when I was like, started everything. Yeah. Through a huge whip pile, which I've still got. Yeah, and on a whim, I'd always wanted to do sort of like a FlossTube channel. And I just thought, right, just get on with it. And I woke up one day and thought, right, I'll just record it. So, and I love it. And I love the interaction with people, leaving comments and things. And it's really enabling as well.
Yes, yes.
So what are you working on at the moment, Donna?
So I have a small whip that I'm going to show you. Really quick, I'm going to take a time out and give a big shout out to your sister, Emily. Hi, Emily. She's going to come and stitch with us one day, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So this is my current kind of whip that I carry around. It's Heartstring Samplery. Hi, Beth. All will be well. Lovely. And here it is. I'm doing it. This is my small progress, but I'm doing it on a fabric flare printed fabric, which
amazing.
Was sent to me as a gift, and I loved it, and I've just been holding on to it, and I think it's perfect with the all black design. I think it's gonna be. So, and I'm carrying that about in the most amazing project bag that my dear friend Natalie sent to me.
Rachel, your bags have gone over the pond. So that's my favorite bag maker, made by Rachel on Etsy. I love her bags.
It's beautiful. I love it. Love it. So what's your current little whip?
So I'm currently doing a stitch along with Sharon Magnolia Nana.
Yes.
Chart.
Yes.
Jardin Privé History of Sheep. And I thought, I'm sure I've got that one. So I pulled it out and I messaged her. We've been stitching. She's finished hers. She showed her finish. I am a fairly, my sister will say, I get distracted very easily. So I can be stitching and then there'll be something on TV or whatever, and I get distracted. But I have made quite a bit of progress.
You've made a lot of progress.
Yeah, I've just got the flowers at the bottom, but I love that. And the sheep.
And the bees.
Yeah. I don't know if Sharon's put the border on, but I'm not sure about borders. I'll finish the flowers at the bottom and then I'll decide. So that's the one that I'm doing at the moment. And then my other big bee one is 5 rules from Primrose Cottage Stitches, and I showed this on my last FlossTube, so it's coming along really well.
Very good.
Yeah, the lighting here won't really show it, but it's different colors of browns and then turquoises, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this because each little bit of the pattern, it's like a little mini finish.
Yes, yes.
I'm enjoying that one.
I love that because then you're like, whoo, I can count that as a finish. Woohoo! And it doesn't get boring. You know, when I'm doing a huge border, it gets a little tedious. And so I'm kind of like you. It's like, la, 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 squirrel, squirrel. I will back off of the border and do another little piece and get a little finish in the design and then go back to the border just so that it breaks it up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have took a couple of fully finished items off the wall to show people.
Oh, nice.
So this one sits above my desk and it's a bit of glare. I think it was little, I'm trying to think. little beach hut designs, or they're on Etsy. So it says every cloud has a silver lining, and then mount inside is silver. So I had 2 quite big major surgeries in 2016. I took this into hospital, and when I'd come out of recovery, Emily started this for me, and then I picked it up. So if I'm having a bad day or a bad work day, I just look up there and think, yeah, every cloud does have a silver lining. So I like that one.
That is wonderful.
The other one that I've got is something that Emily stitched for me, because every Christmas we stitch each other something and we buy each other something. So I had a look before I came on here. I had a look what this was called, and it's from Silver Creek Samplers, and it's Rest Easy, but the easy is a capital E and then hyphen SEA for C, because it's that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I just love being by the sea. And she stitched this for Christmas 2020.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
perfect.
What she stitches on it is definitely linen and the cord for. But I just love the little seagull. Yeah.
Sweet. Oh my gosh.
I like the framing where she's put like a light blue frame as well. So yeah, so I had to show you because that's on my beach wall in the bathroom.
Right. Yes. Perfect.
So there seem to be sort of like collecting charts for themed walls. So that's the beach seaside wall. And then when we convert the outbuilding into my crafty room, I'm having a bee themed wall, so that's why I'm doing the bee one at the moment. So yeah,
wonderful.
So have you got a finish?
I have a finish.
Yeah.
When we moved to this house, it was the 1st of November.
Wow, that
so
long
then
it's
just move
fast.
Just move in. It'll be fine. The holidays are fine. It's okay. So everything was just in disarray, and the poor movers would bring all these boxes in, and they would say, "This one says art room," and I would say, "Okay, in the art room." And they kept saying that, and finally the one mover said, "Ma'am, there's no more room in the art room." And so then I started saying attic, and then they finally said to me, "There's no room in the attic." Even though we bought a bigger house, so I'm not sure. So for a while, I couldn't find everything. You know, I brought most of my cross stitch things in the Jeep with me, but anyway, I found this, and it's been in my whip pile forever, and it only had a few little stitches to be finished. And so here it is. Oh. This is Lottie Da's Peace on Earth.
That's beautiful.
And this was a chart that was sent to me from Daleen. And I love chatting with Daleen, and I love how happy she is, and
so
all the
grateful.
So grateful. Yes, that's the name of her channel, SEW. So grateful. But so here he is, and this is done on a 40 count espresso from R&R. And I changed some of the colors, but that's okay, right? It's kind of the same.
Yeah. I think you need to sort of change up colours that are your taste and that are going to suit where you're going to put it in your home. So
absolutely. And here's a little needle minder from Today House. This is Kathy. I saw Kathy at the New Jersey FlossTube retreat, and this is a little needle minder from her.
Are you going to get that one framed?
I am. And of course, I take my framing to Total Framing in Northern Virginia. I am now 2 hours closer to Terry and Sherry at Total Framing. So I'm a happy girl. I will pop up as soon as I have a couple more things in my pile. I will pop up and pick out frames, and they will do a great job as always.
I take my framing back to Norfolk still.
Yeah.
I still pop down to Norfolk, so it isn't out of my way. And I don't know, it's just it's called the Gallery in Cromer, and they just do such a good job, and they allow me loads of time to choose because I could never decide.
Yeah. And when you
then,
find someone that is good and works with you that way,
yeah.
it's hard to change, right?
Yeah. So, and she will just, you don't have to pay up front either. You just leave it with her, and then she'll just send you a text and say it's ready, and you can pick it up whenever you like. So I've had, well, all of my pieces done by her. So yeah, I mean, there is somewhere up here, and I guess I should go local, but yeah, it's when you've put so many hours and so much love into a piece, you just have to be certain that the person that's going to frame it knows how to frame needlework. So
Yes. And that's a very specific skill. So yeah, we're very fortunate that Sherry is a stitcher. Sherry at Total Framing is a stitcher, an amazing stitcher. And so she gets it, which is nice. I did have one more finish I wanted to show you. This is isn't he cute? He is from, I know it looks a little strange, but I'll tell you why. He is from the Friend Stitch that was put on by Bent Creek and by Cecilia Turner. And so I did this in a frame because I don't know if you all know about Modern Hoopla, but Modern Hoopla does frames. And you can get them in round or square or oval, all kinds. This one I got in a house. And the cool thing is, they are meant to put, they are meant to put a hoop into. So literally you take your hoop and it just slots right into the back. There's room for your little.
Great idea.
And so it comes with, and then of course you finish the back, but it comes with little pegs that you can make it stand up, or it's got a little nail hole. And she also puts in little cardboard shims to make sure it's tight in there.
Oh, wow.
And she's online, she's on Instagram, Modern Hoopla. And I just,
do they ship to the UK?
I bet so.
Ooh.
Worth an ask.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to show that.
So as it's World Cross Stitch Day, of course we can have a new start, can't we? There doesn't have to be a reason for a new start, but because it's World Cross Stitch Day. So I delved into my stash, and I think I'm going to stitch this one.
Oh my goodness, yes. Do.
So, yeah, Needleworkers Sampler from Cottage Garden Samplings.
Oh, I love her. Her skirt is everything.
Yeah. She.
Yes, and I love that there's a black one.
Yeah, definitely. So it's DMC's. So I didn't realise it was DMC. So
nice.
I've got a huge stack. So, and if I haven't, I might sub some colours out. And I haven't actually looked at this chart, but wow. So I've never stitched a Cottage Garden Samplings. I really like that autumn one where it says autumn with the pumpkin and the bird. I love it. So yeah, I don't know where I'll start. Maybe with the woman, I don't know.
Yeah, that skirt. I would have to start there.
Yeah.
That looks pretty fun.
And are you having a new start?
I have a new start for World Cross Stitch Day. So this is one that I've talked about doing with my girl gang, Len, the Imperfect Stitcher, and Linda, Blue Horse Yellow Cow. And we've talked about doing this. This is Barbara Anna, Three Witches. It's the three of us, right? Like here's me, the little short, dumpy one, and here's Glenn because she's tall and lovely, and here's the very elegant Linda, right?
Oh, I
So
love that.
I think it's really a fun chart, and
Yeah.
I'm going to do it on this lovely piece of 36 count grandpa's sleeve.
Oh, is that
which
you designed?
it is, yes. And so, and it's a big piece, so I can kind of start anywhere, but I think it's perfect for these witches, don't you?
Are you going to start with you first?
No, you know what? I'm going to start with Glenn because she's the tallest and she's in the middle, and I often start in the middle. So
I usually start top left. I do.
Oh, I either start in the middle or I start bottom left, right, bottom right.
Emily will tell you I have got lots of corner gauges, and I sometimes, well, often run out of fabric because I don't measure or anything. I'm doing the Jardin Privé Cat Lovers Quaker one.
Yes.
And I love that, but I think I've done a total mistake and stitched it on enough fabric. So I'm going to have to work out which Quaker I'm going to have to cut off. So
one of those kitties is going to have to go to the shelter.
So holding your threads up there. So
yeah, these are the threads that I've chosen. I went through and I have a ton of Victorian motto. I was in the club with them for a long time, so I have a ton of Victorian motto sampler shop threads. So I have a couple of DMCs, but I just chose threads with my DMC chart that seem to be it, only a little bit less. I don't know. I just added a little something. And I also wanted to show you, this is my handy dandy little bag for my, this was made for me by a young friend called Parker. Hi, Parker. Cross stitched this for me. And her best friend came to stay with me with her family. And so she brought it along, and in there I have my, mushroom stew needle minder, and I have my black scissors and black scissor fob. And so it's the perfect little bag to keep my goodies in.
Oh,
wasn't that nice of her?
Yeah, cute.
Anyway,
so it's been, as always, great to spend time with you, Donna Ray.
Yes. Those of you that don't know, Natalie and I, and sometimes Amy loves toads. Hi, Amy. Natalie and I stitch together every, as Natalie would say, fortnight, using Zoom. And it's always a time where we will look at the clock and it's been 2 hours and it's just flown by, and there are giggles and there are husbands popping in, and there's Betsy and Scarlett, and it's just the most wonderful time. I'm so grateful to this community for bringing us together, Natalie, because you are now a dear heart friend, and I can't wait to hug you in person, hopefully next year.
Yes, next year. So I hope, well, I'll speak for all FlossTubers, I hope this means we'll see a little bit more of you, but no pressure. You come, you do it when you like.
I am woefully out of practice, obviously, but yes, I would love to come back. New Jersey FlossTube retreat was just so inspiring and such a wonderful, relaxing, just a great time with friends. I sat at the best table at the retreat. I've said that before, but it was really great to see the other FlossTubers and feel that pull to come back a little bit.
Yeah, that reconnection. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I personally, although I have seen glimpses of it, I'm sure everybody would love to see your new garden.
So yes.
So I'll say goodbye now. We'll stop recording and then I can say goodbye to you personally.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Stop.